Good afternoon. Today is the 1st of February and it's time to do yet another channel update. So at the moment, I've got this car on test at the moment. I'm just doing a review of this 2022 Hyundai Ioniq, which is quite good actually. The review will be up on the channel at some point on sensible second-hand reviews of the Accident Overspend edition. So that'll be coming up at some point. We'll also have more episodes of Sensible Secondhand reviews coming up. Sensible Secondhand Classics will be coming back. No budget reviews and typical things, slightly shambolic shuffles, top 10 best-selling cars, all the sort of stuff that all of you seem to really enjoy. But we do have some big news. Two bits of big news. One of them is that the Ford Cortina video that I did a few weeks ago, that has been one of the most successful videos I've ever done on the channel. It's actually have the same number of views as videos that have been up about a year in about 2 weeks. So thank you to everybody who's been watching the Ford Cortina video, and also thank you to Mr. Brisdian who supplied it, because he inadvertently has made a very exciting experience for all of us seeing that old 77 Cortina. Also, I appreciate the other videos people have seen on the Rolls-Royce Silver Spur. It's also done well. Some of the older stuff like the Mark V Fiesta, the Mark III Astra. And we've got sort of more of the same coming. We've got more no-budget reviews as well. And sometimes as well, things don't go so right. So we've got the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, didn't go quite right with that. We've also got another Alfa Romeo coming up that I'm filming next week. So it's all sort of good fun, isn't it? But the big news is something we haven't had for a long time on the channel, and that is a social event. So Simon from Lot 76 Cars and I, we are going to be holding a social event on the 8th of March, which is going to be at Torque Moto Cafe at Horsham. It's a place where I've been a couple of times before. The last time I was there was in 2023 for a social event that Mr. Richardson Furious Driving was holding. Now, because Simon and I both live in the southeast, we don't live particularly close to each other, but we do live in both the southeast. That is just a location that is familiar to us, and also it's a location that is willing to have people there. It's a themed motor cafe. We are maybe, if this event does go well, we hope it will. We are maybe going to do some more events together, and they will be in other parts of the country. But for now, this is just where it is. So, if you were able to join us, that'd be wonderful. But I absolutely say this, and I'll say this again in the video, you must let us know that you're coming. You must do that. The Eventbrite link is in the video description below. To just sign up for the event. We only have, I think it's about 25 spaces, 4 cars parked there. There is a sort of main row next to the cafe, and there's another car park just above that people can park in, but you must register that you're coming using the Eventbrite link in the description below. Otherwise, we might not have somewhere to park when you arrive. So we'd love to have you there. Come and bring your cars. I think we're going to have to give an exception to cars we can't discuss because it's Simon's event as well. And so if you turn up in a car that it has an engine we can't discuss on this channel, then just say you were Simon and you won't appear in the video that I'll be doing. Obviously, you'll appear in his, so that's all fine. So we could just say that you were Simon. That's not a problem. So we're looking forward to that very much. It'd be nice to see you and what you bring. I think I might be also reviewing another one of Simon's cars at some point over the next month or so. So you'll be seeing that. He has offered it to me, so that'll be exciting. Also, we will be at the NEC for the Practical Classics Restoration Show in March. That is absolutely happening as well. And I am looking forward to that myself. As I'm sure many of you are. Obviously, it's a bit easier to cover that event than it is to cover the one in November because it's a smaller show, so it's a little bit easier to cover that one. And I look forward to going through many halls of very exciting cars, some of which are in the process of being made better. I don't have time, particularly with that, to stop and to talk. I know this is something that I've discussed with with some people about this, and it's not being rude or anything. It's just literally I've got to get round. I've got probably 14 parts to do over the course of 3 days, and it just takes time to do that. And so I just need to be focused and get on with it. It's not because I'm being rude to anybody. Sometimes I do manage to have conversations with people, but I have to get round and complete what I need to do. It's just the way that I do things. So if that is the case, don't be at all offended or anything like that if I don't sort of necessarily stop and talk, because I need to get round. If I have got time, then I will. But it's one of these things I always say. It's nothing personal or anything like that. It's just I need to complete the mission that I've got, which is different from everybody else's. Obviously, if you don't want to watch 7 to 8 hours of coverage, which would be the entire Shambolic Shuffle, then you can watch, Furious Driving. I think Simon Lot 76 Cars does a nice and concise view of the event, or in Seabury Hub Nut, whatever. You can have a look at those channels instead, and have a bit of a sort of shorter thing. But that's just what I do, because that's the way it always is with the Shambolic Shuffles, viewers. I'm very grateful, obviously, to everybody who has watched the channel over the last month. I think I've had the most subscribers in January than I've had in the last 6 months, which is very unusual. January is not usually a massive month for YouTube. It's normally a little bit sort of difficult to get, cars. It's difficult to get sort of things done when weather's bad and the days are short, and a lot of classic cars are sort of tucked away, which is fine. So I'm very happy to all the people who subscribed. It's almost 300 new subscribers I had last month, so I'm very grateful to all of you. And I think I've had a couple of new channel members as well. The channel members get to see the videos in advance of everybody else, and so I very much appreciate the contributions that you make. Please don't feel in any way, and I always say this, that you do need to contribute financially towards running your channel. It's great if you want to, but the thing is, I always say, just like the videos, watch them all the way through, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe, because those things really do help out, and you don't need to pay anything. So yes, if you do wish to submit your car for review, I'm always looking for more. I had a chap the other day ring me up and offer me something, which was really nice, and also asked him what else he had, and he said, well, maybe you're not interested in this. Well, have you asked me? I'll be the judge of that. And actually, it turns out that the other stuff that he has, I'm also interested in doing. So hopefully we'll get his stuff on there as well. We also see those. And if I filmed a car before, it's not necessarily the case that I don't want to film it again. There's an example of a car that he has, which I have filmed before, but his is a bit different. And, because it's been a long time since I filmed the last one, sometimes I film cars like years apart, and so some of you aren't even aware I've done it. And so I will do it for that reason as well, which I don't mind at all, actually. So, yeah, all I can say sort of in conclusion is that, please do submit your cars for review this month, depending on where you are and everything. It does take me sometimes a little while to get to places that are a long way away from where I live. But yes, if you are free on the 8th of March from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m, then by all means come and join us at Talk Moto Cafe in Horsham. It is free. You'll see not just me, so you'll see Simon from Lot 76 Cars as well. I don't know what we're going to be bringing at the moment. We'll have to work out that in the future. But make sure you register via the Eventbrite link in the video description below. And there's no restrictions on whatever car you can bring. Just obviously, if you bring a car of an engine that I can't talk about, you won't appear in the video. That's all I can say. The other people, I'm sure Simon would be happy to actually have you there, and just make sure that you bear in mind that we will hopefully have some more events in other parts of the country in the future. If this is something you can't make at the moment, or it's something that you think is too far away, that's absolutely fine. We do understand that, and hopefully this is of notice for you if you are able to get down there to be able to kind of make some plans or whatever. So I think that's it. I'm very grateful to all of you for your support of the videos that you've watched, everything like that. I'm grateful to everybody who has decided to like the videos and watch as much of them as you have. I always find it really strange that people want to watch what I do and they're very interested in what I have to say about things, because you never know, do you, when you start? And I'm always in the kind of frame of mind that actually, you know, this is a privilege doing this. It's not a right to privilege. And so everybody who was contributed to the channel in January, thank you.